Welcome to Tips and Tricks for SongBookPlus. This is the first part of a short series on how to connect multiple songbooks. Today this video is about the short-distance connection. To do this, we need at least 2 Apple devices with SongBookPlus installed. However, there are a few requirements that I would like to summarize briefly here on the left. All songbooks that are to be integrated require different unique device names. Each SongBookPlus must have the right to use the local network. Wi-Fi must be switched on. One songbook must be configured as a server for the short-range connection. All other songbooks must be clients in short-range connection. All songbooks must use the same key field. But let's go through the individual steps together. I have prepared a few devices here that contain data that can be downloaded for free from the website SongBookPlus.com/downloads. You can find the link below in the description of this video. However, please pay attention to what is written on this website so that you do not overwrite any existing data. With an empty SongBookPlus, I could download and install all the demo data here. But let me show you how I download 2 individual demo songs and import them into SongBookPlus. I select the desired songs from the already known website. Here I'll take Horch, Was Kommt von Draußen Rain, and Weißblau. Now I just have to open the downloaded files. The option to import the song will then be offered automatically. The dialog that then appears may look slightly different depending on the version of SongBookPlus you are using. In my case, I choose Complete with Linked Files. You can of course also start with your own data, but then it is also up to you to ensure that you assign the codes reliably and uniquely. The following settings may look slightly different depending on the device and operating system version. First, I will show you how to set the device name for older devices or operating systems. In this case, I am using an iPad Air 1. iPadOS 1.2.5.7 is installed here, and SongBookPlus has the version number 6.0.5. I open the iPad settings and select General, then About, and I can set the name of the device in the first entry. However, this variant no longer works since iPadOS 16. For data protection reasons, Apple no longer transmits the name of the device, but only the device type. Therefore, since SongBookPlus version 6.1.1, there is another setting option, which I would like to briefly show here. Let's take a parallel look at the settings on an iPad Air 2 and an iPad Air 5. We open the iPad settings and look for the SongBookPlus entry on the left-hand side. On newer operating systems, you first have to open the Apps entry. The entries are sorted alphabetically. Now we can enter the device name for the songbook to SongBook connection. The setting is slightly different on the Mac. However, it is shown in detail in newsletter number 1 from March 5th, 2023. You can also find a link to the newsletter archive in the description of this video. While we're here, let's make sure that SongBookPlus is also allowed access to the local network. Without this permission, it will not be possible to establish a short-distance connection. It should also be noted that songbooks use this name to identify themselves to other songbooks. It would be unwise to use identical names here, and our project would be doomed to failure. So please make sure that each SongBookPlus has a unique name. Now that the prerequisites are in place, I start SongBookPlus and can make the necessary settings for the connection mode. One device becomes the server in a short-range connection. In my case, it is the left-hand device, an iPad Air 2. The other devices become clients in short-range connection. Now it is important to enter the correct key field for synchronization. In our case, all SongBookPlus songs have an individual code. That's why we enter code here. This is also the setting I would recommend. You can enter numbers or letters here. If you want to remotely control your portable keyboard with code later on, you should already take this into account when assigning the codes. But I will explain this in detail in another video. You can change the connection key if you want to be a closed company and only allow devices with the identical connection key to participate. You can also suppress the connected or disconnected notifications here. Now let's take a look at the send and accept switches. If you use several songbooks, you may want to limit this a little to prevent a device that reacts more slowly from negatively affecting the other devices. This could lead to a kind of endless loop. You really don't want that. So not all songbooks should be chiefs. In practice, however, I have already been able to use up to 6 songbooks with these identical settings. In this case, however, only PDF files were displayed and no MIDI or audio files were used. I will cover the lower 2 sections separately in another video. Now that everything is prepared, I start SongBookPlus on all devices. I'll show you how to display several iPads at the same time so that you can see everything at a glance. You can now see the new connection messages here. Now I select a song on the iPad Air 5. Then I turn to the next page and then back again. Now I close the song and select another one. I am not using a playlist here, so no title is pre-selected. Now I press the symbol with the magnifying glass in the top right-hand corner and select the next song from the list. As you can see, it is immediately displayed at the bottom center of all songbooks. If the songs contain a playback, you can also start the song and start or stop all songbooks at the same time. It even works with videos, as you can see here. If you don't want someone else to be able to start a track on your device, you can of course switch this off by turning off the Accept Start Stop switch in the songbook to SongBook connection settings. May I briefly refer you to the now very successful YouTube channel Reinhold Tracks? There you will find numerous videos that invite you to improvise vocally or instrumentally. You can also find the link in the description of this video. Our video demo song also comes from there. Have fun with it. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you may have learned something new. Thank you very much for your attention.